right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ed Curley. I work at the Rock Island Arsenal. I'm with the DOD side of the AFGE. Now, AFGE, nationally, 311,000 members. And right now, I'm just going to hit a few of the bullet points that are our main issues that we're facing in Washington that are affecting all of us, and the trickle-down affects you and all our other brothers and sisters. Because part of this is stemming back from what happened in Wisconsin. And they're trying to do it nationwide and to the federal employees. The first thing they've done to the federal employees is try to balance our national budget, our national debt, on our backs. No pay raises in 5 years. We got one this last year for 1%. Originally, it was supposed to be 3.4. Now we got 1. Thank you. The big things, National Defense Authorization Act. It's an act in Congress that decides how the funds are distributed throughout the DOD. More and more people within the other party want to see that go to the private sector because that's their companies that get that work and not our own workers. Congress can arbitrarily make cuts across the board in that act. They can take and say, okay, Social Security, you're going to cut 10% by the end of the month, and it goes completely across the division. No problems with areas that need the extra help but don't have it. And some places might be overstaffed. I doubt it, but it's possible. So it hits everybody. Commissaries. Every base you go to are wives of our vets that are over there fighting for us right now. They go to the commissaries, they go to the PXs. Those are manned by a lot of our veterans, by our veteran spouses, and they're federal civilian employees. That is in the process right now of being privatized. So all those vets and all those wives unemployed because somebody wants to give the job to their companies. BRAC, official base closings, and that allows, let me find my note, Congress should continue to forbid formal and informal base closings by failure to fund critical organizations in order to downsize. So what they're doing, they're taking the money out of, let's say, I'll use the Arsenal for an example since it affects us directly. They decide they're not going to fund TACOM, which is a division there. So those TACOM jobs leave the Quad Cities. Well, now the Arsenal's only got 1/3 of the workforce. Well, there's not that many there, we don't need it. So we make the BRAC list. And they can decide how they do this at any time. There's no former, there's no, oh yeah, we want the Arsenal on the BRAC list. That's it. Civilian jobs. The DOD is under attack. They want to slash 30% on Army bases of civilian employees, plus an additional 25% on every other military base for all the branches of the service. So we're looking at a minimum of 25% of the federal workforce gone. These people supply everything from our gate guard security, us workers. At the Arsenal, we make weapon systems and parts for to support our fighters in the field. Without that Arsenal there, there'll be a lot of issues. And Jeremy did mention the official time. In a federal union, AFGE 2119, Rock Island Arsenal, you do not have to join the union, but I, as a senior steward, or as a steward, have to represent you the same way I represent one of our paying members. And they want to take that away by not allowing us to take our dues out of our checks. And they're taking away our official time. So now, if an employee is being disciplined unfairly, I have to take my personal time to go defend him or defend myself because official time is being cut away. So you can see there's lots of different aspects that affect the feds, the DOD, the Social Security Administration, Veterans Administration. We're all in the same boat. And we thank Charlie and Ken for having us up here today, because what happens at times, we'll come to our brothers' unions and say, hey, we need you to call your congressman, tell them not to vote or not to support this bill because it's going to kill us. So with that in mind, I thank you for your time.